we can add ourselves to the studio. And we're going to be adding our guest. You see it on the screen. Now we see him in person. Good morning, John Ellis. What a treat to get to chat to you this beautiful morning.
It's great to be with you guys. It's been a very long time, as we said earlier.
Yeah, it's amazing. So for those who are like, John Ellis, that name kind of rings a bell. Where have I heard that name before?
Ooh,
well,
I know.
Yeah?
Tree63.
Listen, okay, now this is where it's going to maybe get a little bit awkward for you, but for me, this is like a huge thing because I actually was the guy that won tickets on a national youth station way back when you guys were just called Tree, and it was the State of the Nation concert in the south of Joburg, and I won these tickets and I went because of you guys.
I remember that concert. It was in a old roller rink or a skating rink.
Yes, exactly.
You were there.
I was there.
Amazing. We loved that concert, and we were there with Springbok New Girls and Sarin Gas, who turned out to be Seether.
Yeah,
and we felt very self-conscious because we were with this band of guys with this Christian faith that didn't seem very popular at the time.
And to prove it, I've actually got the T-shirt still. I asked my wife. Now part of a matching blanket, one of those blankets where you take old T-shirts and you cut out the important parts and you quilt it. Just help me there, Ray.
Just help there.
State of the Nation.
Wow!
Look at that. Yeah. So I mean
that's cool.
that's something that's like really I mean. So John,
that's cool.
You've had an incredible journey. Tree63 have been disbanded for many, many years. But now there's this opportunity. There's this time. We Are Messengers are coming to South Africa, Cape Town and Pretoria. And there's something happening. Tell us about it. What's happening, bud?
Well, actually, before any thought of this We Are Messengers thing happened, about a year ago, a very good friend who's a brilliant singer-songwriter here in Cape Town said to me, he looked at me and he goes, "What are you doing? You're the guy who wrote these Tree63 songs. Why are you not playing them?" And people have said that to me before, but for some reason, it just felt like the right time to suddenly go, it's time to sing these songs again. And I guess, I mean, as people of faith, we go, okay, it's God saying it's time. And it just felt like the right thing to put a band together and get on the stage and sing the Tree63 songs.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily reforming Tree63 because, like I said, the original two guys are not here in South Africa. So it's John Ellis and the songs of Tree63. These songs I've written and recorded over the last 20 years. And then when I started putting that together and investigating how to do it, the opportunity arose to play as an opening sort of act for We Are Messengers, and it's all come together. It's really interesting how fast it's all happened.
That is like
It's absolutely brilliant, though, John. Especially the fact that you mentioned that it's John Ellis and two other new friends that you've added on, and pretty exciting to see and to hear the two other new friends, because I think most of us are used to Tree63, but talk to us a little bit about the two new additions to the group.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm a Durbanite. I've just moved here in the last 2 years. There's a lot more music.
Wow.
I'm talking to you from Mowbray, so I'm close.
Well, next time you better come into the studio, bud, because we've got an awesome view.
I drove past your studio yesterday. I drive past all the time.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So my two friends are Angus Warden, who has played drums for Arno Carstens over the years, and his friend Dion Knipe, who is a bass player of note. He plays bass for Majorzy and a few people. And we've been rehearsing. It sounds really good. And we're excited to bring these songs live. And it's in the full power of rock and roll.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
That's what it's about. And for those who don't know, I was actually chatting to our program manager earlier this week about this interview. And I was saying to him, do you realize that Tree63 were the very first South African band to be signed by an international label way back in the day?
Yeah.
And that was a big deal. And I mean, and I love the fact that you guys never lost your identity, because that so easily can happen to people that get them at that level. They lose they lose their connection with God. They kind of stumble and fall. The temptations of the world just overwhelm them. But you guys, that's not the story with you guys.
No, and in fact, that's one of the reasons why I felt like I needed to walk away from it in 2007 or 8. It got a little bit too much, and I was very burnt out, and emotionally and spiritually I needed to take some time, and it turned into a 15-year sabbatical.
Amazing. Amongst other things, I recall you were professor at a university in KwaZulu-Natal.
I wish I was professor, but no, just a lecturer.
Just a lecturer. Okay.
Yeah,
close
a lonely lecturer.
But you know what's also pretty awesome, and earlier on you mentioned as well, John, is the fact that back in the day and throughout the years when the band performed, you were on stage with different different artists, but yet through it all showcasing exactly why you do it, to bring glory to it's for his name alone, and I think that is just so brilliant.
It took more courage than I realized. The world is not, well, in those days, it felt like a hostile environment. It feels like something's shifting now, and people, I mean, I'm at a point in my faith where after lots of the journey, which is a lot of this, and it's all this all the time, I know who God, I feel like I know who God is, and I feel like I know where I am in God, and I no longer feel I have to apologize for my faith in the context of the world's music system. But it takes a long time to get to a place of just accepting who you are and knowing who you are in God, and feeling comfortable enough to say, look, whatever you believe, this is what I believe, and I'm going to sing about it, and you can do with it what you want.
That's brilliant. That was the glass. Sure. No, that is brilliant, John. That is absolutely fantastic. So, We Are Messengers. Have you gotten to hang out a little bit with Darren and the crew, or just virtually?
No, I think we might have met on the road years and years ago when they first started, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that we saw each other in Ireland somewhere. Okay. But I haven't kept up with that scene, so I'm not sure. We have to reconnect. I have to do some research.
Yes, exactly.
Listen, we are looking forward to seeing you perform live on stage with We Are the Messengers.
It's very exciting. Looking forward to it.
Fantastic. John, that's where we're going to leave it for now, but we do know we'll have some more conversations because there is a bit of time between now and when the concert happens. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And
thank you.
I'm going to come by the studio with cups of coffee and donuts.
How about that? Please, we will welcome you with wide open arms. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, John Ellis, and it's such an honor to be just chatting to you. Thank you so much.
It's great to be with you guys. I remember good days with CCFM back in the day, so thanks for all the support over all the years.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, to God be the glory. 31 years of radio ministry through this platform. Thank you.
And how's this for a Flashback Friday song?
Exactly. Come on, folks. Let's take it back. Tree63 with Treasure.